You're watching Hook, Line and Sinker, and today's all about fish mad Japan. We're up north on the main island, and according to slightly wacky Japanese TV, the weather is about to go pear-shaped in a big way.
Well, things have just taken a slight turn for the worst, I'm saying, Nick.
Andrew, we are, as we speak, meant to be on a bullet train, speeding to the south of the country to take part in an IU fishing competition. Now, at the same time, there is not one, but 3 typhoons that have sort of joined together to form a superstorm, and that is lashing southern Japan.
And as luck would have it, that superstorm has basically shut the country down. There are no flights, there are no trains, and we are stuck here in Odate City for probably 5 days.
This is a city of about 80,000 people, and as you can see, it is completely deserted almost as people here make their typhoon preparations. We should probably do the same.
Fun.
Stocked up with the finest Japanese fare, we took shelter back in our cosy motel and prepared to wait the typhoon out. The city of Odate fell silent. Turns out sitting in a tiny hotel room is terribly boring, so we came up with a daring plan.
All right, Andrew, if the typhoon won't come to Muhammad, we will take Muhammad to the typhoon.
Nick, I've gone crazy sitting in my hotel room for days, and this is the worst of the typhoon. It's a little drizzle. Let's go storm chasing.
We've hired a car, and we're going to hit the road. We set Storm Chaser on a course for the coast 50 k's away. En route there was some pretty heavy rain. The typhoon must be close.
Yep, we've made it to the coast, and this is the epicenter of the typhoon. This is where the typhoon is due to hit.
Some of the punch appears to have gone out of the typhoon, Andrew, it would seem. I admire your enthusiasm, but this is interesting. This is the coast on the top sort of west-hand corner of Japan. If you go straight west from here, do you know what you hit?
China.
No, North Korea.
Really?
Pyongyang, not far from here. If you go just a little bit north, do you know what you hit?
China.
Russia, Vladivostok, just over there. Not far at all.
Where's the typhoon?
Back in Storm Chaser. The typhoon was a fizzer, but our disappointment didn't last long. It's a spectacular country, and you're never too far away from an angling opportunity. All right, so we managed to survive the Japanese typhoon by the skin of our teeth, Hardy. Close run thing, but now we find ourselves back out on the river fishing.
Thank goodness, Nick, but it is time for us to stop fooling around, because what we're doing today is extremely serious business to a lot of Japanese fishermen.
This is IU fishing, and it has its origins way back in the time of the samurai. It's obviously very popular here in Japan, and people here take it very seriously.
The AU fishermen were out in force, and we'd organised a guru to take us through the finer points. But first, we'd been sent to a fish farm.
So the first thing you need is your decoy fish, and that's what we're doing here, purchasing our decoys.
It's all different. IU fishing is very, very different. We'll explain why you need a decoy later when we're on the river, but suffice to say, you want a very, very lively, aggressive, virulent decoy.
Yes.
Not a shrinking violet. That becomes important as we go through the process.
That one's too lazy.
Yes.
That one's nearly dead.
Yes.
Whereas that one looks alive.
600 yen per decoy, so you've got to choose carefully.
Yes.
Carefully, master.
We'll take them all.
Righto.
So with a nice selection of very active and aggressive decoy fish, we're off to the river to meet the master.
Right, so for IU fishing, I would highly recommend that you get someone who knows what they're doing. This is Master Takeda, and he is our IU master. Master Takeda, welcome.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Excellent English, may I compliment you. Master Takeda, IU fishing.
Yeah.
Why do people like IU fishing?
IUフィッシング。ここは秋田の兄川という川なんですけど、すごくクリアな水で、日本全国から人が来ます。で、鮎も綺麗で、後で鮎を見てもらえればわかるんですけど、はい、非常にいい川で、人も多く、皆さん楽しんで鮎釣りをしていると思います。
It's a good thing too, Nick, that we look the part.
It's a big part of it, Andrew. This is the masters get up. And you obviously,
and I'm much the same. I bought these special RU pants
our
from the Mega Store. Those are nice ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They have asked that you tuck your shirt in, and you've decided against that.
No, tuck it in.
Reason.
And then you've got the fly and dry waders on.
Yes, which are not as good because what you don't want is too much drag. You tend to fish here in faster sections of the stream, so they might get washed away.
Does he look ridiculous? Yes.
Hey.
Yes, he does. Fair to say this is not like any other fishing you will ever do. This rod, Nick, is 10 metres long.
Yes, 10 metres, not 10 feet.
No, 10 metres. It weighs 200 grams.
Yes, and costs, would you believe, $4,000 or the Japanese equivalent thereof.
Yes.
The line we're fishing with is actually not nylon or braid or anything.
No.
It's metal.
Yes, it's metal, and its breaking strain is 0.05.
Yes, 50 grams. Breaking strain of 50 grams.
It's very, very
light.
light.
All very strange. And now we've got to put the decoy on, so that's strange as well.
Okay.
This started with the samurai, Andrew.
Yeah.
When the samurai weren't allowed to practice swords,
They were de-armed.
when they de-armed the samurais back in a long time ago, the samurai became so bored they had to come up with something else to do, so they took up this.
And it also aided in their training because they had their big long pole, which was the samurai training.
Yeah.
And they were walking around on the slippery river rocks.
Creeping big things. Something is going on here. We're trying to get to the bottom.
No, we've got 2 decoys for our 2 anglers.
Yes.
Now he puts the decoy, he attaches it via a nose ring.
This is right. Teenagers, Andrew, on the Gold Coast and places like that, we're familiar with the nose ring.
Bolts through the nose and other places.
Yep. As well as its funky nose ring, the decoy is also rigged with a stinger hook that trails just behind. Then it's out into the river.
Now, are you fishing?
Yes, you are. This is the interesting part of it. The IU, the decoy, is swimming around in there, and the IU feeds predominantly on moss and stuff that grows on the rocks. So, but they're a territorial fish. So the IU that lives in this patch will notice that another IU has come along and attempt to shoo it out of the way.
That's why the rig is so important, and the little stinger hook, the baby little hook. Am I on? needs to be so sharp, razor sharp. So as the other IU comes along and bullies your decoy IU,
He
bang.
gets caught on the stinger hook, the sting in the tail.
And while we rabbited on, the master got connected.
Hey! And look at that.
Look at that.
One fish went out, Dykes.
And two have come back, Andrew, and that is a remarkable sort of way to fish. It's strange. Only really here in Japan would that kind of stuff fly, I think.
And look at that, a beautiful little one. Hooked neatly in the back. Yeah, look at that. So that stinger hook, as I'm calling it, has just pinned him, only just.
In the fin.
Right in the fin. So he came in to bully the other one out of the way, but little did he know there'd be a hook waiting for him. Well done, Master. Well done. Well done.
The samurai first perfected this method of fishing 430 years ago, which is actually 430 generations ago in AU terms, because these fish only have a 1-year life cycle.
It's also known as sweet fish because the locals reckon it tastes a bit like melon and cucumber. We'll see about that. Now, look at this. And this is what it's all about. At the end of the day, the IU, as well as being very popular and a very traditional sort of fishing thing, they are
Thank you.
first and foremost an eating fish, Andrew. Japanese people catch them to eat, and a good day, you know, you catch apparently 150 or something.
They're a great little fish, and there's no bag limit in Japan. Because they only live for a year, and there's literally millions and millions of them.
The height of the season, you buy them off the side of the road. That's very nice.
White flesh.
Oh, beautiful. Japanese beer. Bring my wife. Tell her I shan't be home.